Kevin O'Leary, chairman of O'Leary Ventures and a Shark Tank star and investor. He says he will never invest in New York now, calls it a loser state. Kevin, great to have you with us. Thank you very much for joining us today. I want to start with just a quick look at this from The View. Here's what Sunny Hostin had to say about the punishment value against the former president that she thinks is embraceable in this. Watch.
He had his name over every single building here in New York, and now he looks like one big, huge loser. And he doesn't have, and people now will know that he doesn't have the money, that he doesn't have business acumen, that he's not a great business person. And I got to tell you, that's what hurts.
That's what hurts, Kevin, and that seems to be the goal here. What do you say?
I listened to the governor of New York's words in the last 48 hours to try and quell the concerns of investors like me. What she basically said was, it's okay to do business in New York as long as you're not Donald Trump and you behave properly. Now, I don't even know what that means, but I'm asking myself, why take the risk? Who's next is what everybody's asking. Okay, I understand what happened here. I don't agree with the size of the penalty, and I think on a bipartisan basis, most people don't. They think it's quite unfair, given that there was actually no victim and no monetary losses. And in fact, it's just detailed, the victim actually testified for the defense on behalf of Trump, saying, we don't think anything's wrong here. And by the way, this practice is done by every developer in every city. But think about the problem I've got. I don't have to invest in New York, but I do have to invest. And right now, the fastest growth of capital in development is in data centers. They're expensive, and they require power, they require fiber, and they require policy. And they need stability, because you're going to invest about $3.6 billion over 22 years. And there's a real demand for data centers because of AI. Now, New York has Niagara Falls, and that's behind the power, sub 5 cents a kilowatt hour. That's very interesting. But so does Oklahoma, North Dakota, and West Virginia. So where do I go? Why would I even take a 1% risk with what's going on in New York? Why don't I just go to where the governors, in the case of Stitt or Burgum or Justice, are pro-business? They actually ran businesses. They don't do this to companies.
Such a good point.
And they know the damage is going to happen. So that's why I said there are winner states and loser states. And right now, and I used to think California was the #1 loser state. Top of the charts, pick of the pops, it's New York, #1 loser state in America.
Yeah, you know, and you walk up and down the streets in New York, and it has come back, I think, you know, fairly well since COVID. But there's a lot of danger on the streets. There's a lot of reasons for people not to want to come here. And, you know, they should be enticing companies, giving them tax breaks to open businesses in New York. They're doing exactly the opposite. Look at what happened at Gucci the other day. Watch this. This is in the middle of the afternoon on a bright, sunny day. Watch what happens. There's no audio on this, but, you know, basically watch this. This guy's like, okay, I'm in the door. He starts, you know, taking roller suitcases. The other guy's grabbing purses off. This is in the middle of the day. And the crazy thing is, Kevin, that when they get out on the street with this basic huge burlap bag full of Gucci stuff, people barely even bat an eyelash. One guy turns around and goes, that looks a little weird. What's going on over there?
It's bad policy. That's the problem. It's bad policy and defunding the police and all of that. Remember, AOC chased out 10,000 jobs that Amazon wanted to bring. I love the people of New York, and I think it's a great state. I just can't take the risk of doing business there.
Yeah, no, they need a more business-friendly environment, and it would be good for the city, good for everybody, good for jobs, all of it. But you have to entice businesses, not repel them. And you're clearly repelled by this recent action. Kevin, thank you. It's great to see you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.